can do this. I can do this. What is good, YouTube? It's that one camera guy back at it again with another video. In this episode, I'm answering a question that I got from a viewer who asked, does the older Smallrig Cage for the a6500 fit on the a6500? We're gonna find that out today. So a little bit of a background. I purchased a Smallrig Cage some months ago in order to help with the overheating that the a6500 was having, which it does. It did work to an extent, but it wasn't really an end-all be-all solution to overheating. In many ways, it wasn't consistent at all. Sometimes it'd work well, sometimes it wouldn't. Plus, if you put a cage on the camera and you take the camera outside on a really warm day, that sun is heating up this metal and it's gonna cause that overheating to happen so much faster. So maybe you have the a6500 cage and you're wondering if it's gonna work on your a6500 if you're planning to get one. Or maybe you're thinking I could just buy the a6500 cage and use it on my a6500. The simple answer is yes, but it has some issues. So I have two cages here. I have both the a6000 cage, which works on the 6300, and the newer version specifically designed for the a6300. You can tell the difference between both of these cages based on their design. On the a6000, on the battery memory card door section, it's a lot more open, while the a6300 version has a closed-in battery memory card door section, and it's a lot thicker too. So here's the rundown with the a6000 cage if you have the older one. One, you still have access to your side ports, which is like your HDMI and your USB. Two, you can still tilt the screen out without any issues. Three, you do have access to your battery and memory card door. And four, you have access to most of your dials and buttons. The only big downside is that because of the nature of the a6500, where they migrated the C1 and C2 to the actual top body of the camera, you lose access to C1 and C2 with the a6000 cage, unfortunately. So if you have the a6300 cage, the newer model, here's what happens. You have access to your side ports, you can still tilt the screen out, and you still have access to most of your dials and buttons. Here's the bad. You lose access to the battery memory card door. You just can't open it up. The battery memory card door is a different style than the a6300 set. And sadly, number two, you also lose access to C1 and C2 on this design. So between the original and the newer cage, the newer one is actually kind of problematic, as you actually lose access to your battery memory card door, which can be really important for you to get. Whereas losing just C1 and C2, you can work around it. So what now? You bought an a6500 and you were hoping to get a Smallrig Cage. Well, you kind of are in luck because right now, Smallrig, or the company that manufactures it, has a pre-order for their cage, which they're apparently shipping out in a few days based on when you watch this video. The price isn't going to break the bank, but it does suck that you're going to have to buy a new cage if you already have one of these. I will put a link down below if you want to go ahead and check it out. So a couple of things in general. Why a cage? Using a cage really isn't for everyone, and it's going to make your camera a little more bulky. But if you like to rig a microphone, batteries, a monitor, or even add a top handle to it, for those of you who are cinematographers, it can really make a compelling kit to your arsenal. I did order a unit and we'll be taking a look at it when it comes in. Now before I go, I would like to know, are you looking to get a Sony a6500 cage? If you are, what do you plan to rig on it, or what do you already rig maybe on your a6300? I'd like to hear what you have to say and continue the conversation with you down in the comment section below. Hey, don't forget, I do have some helpful Sony a6500 videos, and you'll find that in the playlist that pops up soon. I've also put together a guide to getting your a6500 set up if you're new to the system. Well folks, if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Give it a like, and if you do want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. And with that said, I'm your host, That One Camera Guy, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.